Hello everyone, hello spring football fans. Well, I think we were down to 95 days approximately till kickoff, and yeah, a lot of stuff happening. Of course, yesterday we found out, it was 2 days ago, that Skip Holtz was gone and Bob Stoops was gone. And then I made you wonder what was going on there, but then you find out that the league asked both these men, because I guess they're hurting for money, and Michael Poley is trying to redo their finances, which I guess is necessary. Not only did they ask him to take a pay cut, but they said they're going to break up their entire team. So imagine you being Bob Stoops, and you got Luis Perez, and you built this pretty good team, even though they didn't play like it last year. And now you got to start from scratch all over again. Imagine telling Skip Holtz that the team you built to go to playoffs 4 years in a row and win three straight championships is going to be broken up. Well, apparently it seems like the UFL is planning some major roster overhaul for the 2026 season. So I guess it's the rebranding of the rebranding of the rebranding of the rebranding. And then hopefully this is the last rebranding, because as Michael Poley says, if this doesn't work, it's on him. Great. He's the leadership and the type of accountability and goal guy we need anyway. So here we go. They're shifting to what they call a regional model that will involve a full league-wide redraft. Now I know why those two guys left. Moving away from the previous structure where players stayed with the same teams, which I like because there was familiarity with all the fan bases, and that's really important, especially when you have a winning team like I did last year with the Defenders. Now I lose everybody, and we got to start all over again. How's this going to work out? This means the current rosters will be dissolved, and the teams drafting veterans, sign local college talent, adding players from the NFL's recent cuts. Alright, so here we go. Key details of the 2026 player allocation. Quarterback assignments. The league office assigns 3 quarterbacks per team based on coaches' preferences by January 5th. So about 2 weeks. About a little more than 2 weeks. College allocation. Team gets first dibs on sign up to 10 players from specific local colleges. The USFL draft will be on January 13th and January 14th. Should be the weekend of the wild card. All right. Day 1, teams draft 2025 veterans and sign and new signees in a snake-style draft like we saw back in 2020, where the team who gets the first round pick in the first round gets the last pick in the second round, and everyone moves up and up until they're done. So, Day 2, players from the 25 rosters and 2026 draft prospects and NFL Cups are made eligible to the teams for training camp. Teams aim to build a 64-man player roster. So that's what a good friend of mine found out today for me, and I'm sharing it with you. And if you haven't heard, Jim Haslett will be coaching the St. Louis Battlehawks now, which is a pretty good signing for the league. He's a veteran coach. And apparently he wants to be a head coach again because he's got the experience to make a lot more money as a coordinator or an assistant elsewhere. And Andy Beck, the coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks, is now coaching the Orlando Storm because he lives down that way. So I guess he wanted his family to be close with having to travel. I get it. I guess if he's going to take, assuming if he took a pay cut also, I guess if you're going to take a pay cut, you'll go home, literally. So there you go. There's some news from around the league. Jim Haslett did coach the Rams in 2006 and 2008 as a coordinator, if I remember right, and he was also the interim in 2008. So there is some history with St. Louis. So there's your latest news from the UFL. And obviously more news to come in the next few weeks. Hopefully we find some about some more head coaches. Fans, let me know what you think. We're about 95 days away. For the love of football, we'll talk to you later.